We'll call the meeting to order and we'll do a moment of silent prayer. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call vote, roll call. I'm
Mayor-
getting ahead of myself.
Mayor Kindle.
Present.
Councilwoman Costantino is absent. Councilman Jenny.
Here.
Councilwoman LaPratt.
Here.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams. Councilman Tucson.
Present.
Acting City Manager Szymanski.
Here.
City Attorney Diwali.
Here.
I need a motion to excuse Councilwoman Constantino.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll offer the motion to excuse Mrs. Costantino.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I need a motion to approve the minutes.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll offer the motion to accept, receive, and file the minutes of the regular city council meeting held January 22nd, 2025, and to receive and file the local officers compensation commission meeting held January 22nd, 2025.
Support.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, that takes us to public comment on agenda items only. So if you have something that you want to bring up regarding the agenda, please step to the podium and identify yourself.
Hello, Kristen Olin Sullivan, Country Club Drive. At the last meeting, Acting Manager Szymanski mentioned that you are exploring new options for animal control in the city, and I'm hoping that even though the item is tabled, we could get a report on your progress.
Thank you much.
My name is Teresa Foster. I live on Woodland. If you violate a non-disclosure agreement, you could face legal consequences, including lawsuits, financial penalties, potential injunctions to stop further disclosure, and even criminal charges in extreme cases. Depending on the nature of the confidential agreement and the specific terms of the NDA, essentially the party who suffers the breach can take legal action to seek compensation for damages caused by your disclosure of confidential information. On another note, when the police department received a dangerous dog call the other day, they picked up the animal. After a while of holding them, they called around to get assistance. They called
Excuse me,
Corinne
just
after a
a
while,
moment.
and she
Excuse
knew
me,
where the
Ms.
dog
Foster.
belonged.
Wait just a moment. This is for agenda items, so what are
I
you
know,
talking?
it's tabled and pending, it's still on it, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Okay.
Also, when they called Corinne, she knew where the dog belonged. Also, are we keeping the canine unit? Because if you would need a nonprofit like GPAS to raise funds. The $50,000 that the city has in an escrow account won't last very long. From what I understand, it might be enough to purchase a dog and maybe a year's worth of service. Technically, it doesn't cost the city any money to have a canine unit because of the fundraising that GPAS has done in the past. Thank you.
This is regarding GPAS. My name's Juanita Busick. Okay, and a concern I have is Harper Woods has already gone 1 month with no animal services. And the Michigan Humane Society, Michigan Anti-Cruelty Society, and Department of Animal Control, they cannot help Harper Woods because they only serve Detroit residents only. So, and Harper Woods already has a shelter. That's it. We're set there. So and we think there's nothing free in this world. Everything comes with a price. And my understanding is all shelters require fees. And Harper Woods may pay even more to obtain a new agreement for annual services. And a concern that I have, I'm concerned that a provision for for animal services hasn't been placed yet. I don't know, that is just a concern. Okay, and another concern I have is for the safety of all Harper Woods residents, including children going to and coming from school with animals. There have been injuries in the past. I don't know the details or exactly when it happened, okay? And also the Harper Woods residents. The children, the residents can't even be in their own neighborhood without fear that there's going to be another dog coming. We don't know where the dog comes. It can come from the border. It's like having a criminal coming from another city. If the criminal's coming from Detroit into Harper Woods is responsible for catching that criminal. So don't say, I hate it when people say all the stray dogs are coming from Harper Woods. That is not true. They come from all over. I go onto the internet and I assist. I see Nextdoor, I see Paw Boost, I see Animal Control, and I see, oh, my dog is lost. Oh, it came from here, it came from there. But sometimes they find them in Harper Woods. There was a time when I was assisting and the Harper Woods, the dog was 2,000 miles. It was at Southbridge. It got lost because it was from Grosse Pointe. Got lost, they moved. GPS found him. And another one from California, 2,000 miles. That was a recent one. So without animal services, we are at high risk. Legally, physically, we need them. We need GPS. Okay, it's not that I'm favoring them. I own no stock. There's no conflict of interest. I just know they have been outstanding throughout all my years here on taking care of not only the public and the residents, but the animals too. My thing is on
Your time
the
is up.
company.
Thank you much.
Okay, I hope I made my point.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Susan Kuhlman. I live on Lockmore. And last meeting I attended, we talked about Harper Woods, and I was very sympathetic to us versus GPS. Well, I did speak to GPS over the last 2 weeks. And as usual, there are two sides to every story, and the truth is usually in the middle. All I know is that GPS has been excellent to the city for so many years. They have two beautiful buildings. They are a business. I know they're a nonprofit. I probably don't get taxes for that, but they add a benefit. I think you should check with your police chief. I think you should check with the officer that is the K-9 officer, see what they would like. Would they like to continue it with GPS again, because they had a very good reputation? When I was volunteering there, this woman had a van. She has a snare. The police would call her. She was right there. Having dogs loose in the neighborhood is very dangerous. You never know. You know, the comment was, well, if it's a vicious dog, call the police. You never know if that dog is vicious or not. It could be just walking around sniffing things. Something triggers it, and away it goes. And you are putting children at risk in this community, people at risk in this community, without having the proper society that's going to help us control and get these animals. And like I said, they've been very good before. I don't know what has happened in this relationship, but we really ought to work on it, because I think they're our best and fastest option out there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else who wants to speak regarding the agenda items? Seeing none, let's start with consent agenda.
Madam Mayor,
I need a resolution.
Madam Mayor.
for the consent
to
agenda.
make a resolution to approve the consent agenda, items 1 through 5.
Support.
All right. Motion. Discussion. Yeah. What's wrong with me?
I'll help you.
Any discussions on the consent agenda?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
there is one real quick question I have of the city manager. And that is from, oh, let me pull it up here, from our check register. Just because I haven't, there's no indication of when this was passed by council. It's under the $5,000 amount, but I was just curious about the entry. And it is the first thing that we see on our list. Turn it around. Sorry. Third Monarch Strategies LLC, Michigan Legislature Funding Year 2026. And I was kind of surprised to see 2026, whether that was a typo or if that's just something that we're contracting these people a year in advance. I don't know.
The budgets have already been set for 2025. This is to get the financial strategies shaped up in the Michigan State Legislature for fiscal year 2026.
Okay, and so these are the people that we contracted with, correct?
Correct.
All right, because it does not indicate when it came before council. Normally, those numbers that follow tell us what, the date was when we passed something. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call vote, Mrs. Brennan?
Councilman Jenny.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, that takes us to old business. Being that we have none, that's new business, city manager's report.
Okay, item H1, annual permit to work on county roads. Mayor and council, as you are aware, we are required annually to renew 3 separate permits to work on county roads. One is mostly for sewer and water main repairs on county roads and sidewalks. The second permit allows the city to make any necessary restorative corrections due to repairs that were made on county roads and sidewalks. And the last permit authorizes the city to temporarily close a county road for the purpose of a festival, parade, marathon, etc. It also authorizes the city to place temporary banners within the county right away. I have reviewed these and recommend that the resolution be adopted. Mayor, a motion is recommended.
Yes.
My motion to adopt the performance and indemnification resolution authorizing the city to make necessary repairs to county roads and sidewalks. And further, to adopt the performance and indemnification resolution authorizing the city to take any necessary restorative corrections to county roads and sidewalks. And further, to adopt the performance and indemnification resolution authorizing the city to temporarily close county roads and replace temporary banners within the right of way.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Motion.
That's a motion.
It's a motion.
Whoa, I am really off today, people. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And that concludes the city manager's reports.
Thank you. So call the audience. If you have anything you wish to discuss, please step up to the mic and identify yourself. You have 3 minutes only.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Curtis Daniels. I'm here on behalf of MRCC, Michigan Regional Council of Carpenters, and millwrights. Again, I'm for y'all. The new city management business that was just read, I would like to know the contractors that y'all are giving or y'all approving for the contractors coming in the city of Harper Woods for the roads, closing the roads or anything, bridges of that nature. Is those contractors been told to hire city residents here in Harper Woods? Or if they are, how can the city residents become aware of those contractors just doing this business here? That's one question to y'all.
The contractors, if they're state roads, we go by their guidelines and the fact that they can do the work. So if if that is part of the contract, that we have so many union people, then the specs are bid accordingly.
No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, okay, I'm union carpenter, local 687, carpenters union. Say I'm residents here.
It's coming.
I want to get a job with the contractors you are hiring to do the roads or sidewalks or bridges of anything of that nature. How would I come about through city manager's department to find out is the residents of me being a resident here being able to work on those projects?
You would have to apply with the company or contact the company. We don't do the hiring here.
Sir, I know that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What I'm here also as well is speaking on behalf of the city residents for kids and adults who's trying to get into the skilled trades, because as I do, I always talk to some board members, school board members here. But I always come here because I always like to see if what are our government officials doing to help in promoting jobs and getting jobs for the residents here of city of Harper Woods. And are y'all also going to be, as a city council leaders of the city, what are y'all doing also as leaders to promote the skilled trades or to promote the job training or promote anything to bring jobs to the residents of the city of Harper Woods? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm asking. I'm not asking about nothing other than what are you going to do or what are you going to do to help the residents of this city get the contracting jobs that's coming in with whoever contractor it is, that they hire residents here. That's my question.
Okay.
And what are you doing to promote that as
Thank you
a
much.
city official? Yes.
All right. We have you.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Reginald Talbrine on Rose Court. As members of the school board, we like to inform you on things that are going on in our Harperwood School District. And all Harperwood schools are celebrating Black History Month. As you know, this is Black History Month. On February the 10th, 2025, the Harperwood schools will have a mobile Black History Museum at the CCI Center at 9 a.m., from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They will have historical facts to see, touch, and spark conversation. The Omega 100 Career Day K2 will be throughout the district. They will have 50 different careers on display in every classroom throughout the district. We also are partnering with the Corwell Health Clinic. Constructions on the new clinic has already been started, and it will service ages K through 12 up to age 24 and special needs. And the expected completion should be May 25th, 2025. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Council and Mayor. I am a part of the Neighborhood Economic Development Coalition, and I would like to talk about some of the events that we're going to have this year. Our first event would be the Game Day on February 15th. It will be in the Harper Woods Library from 2 to 4 p.m. So I would like to have everybody to come out and play board games and cards and, you know, beat your neighbors or whatever. Also, we're going to have a couple of events. In May, we'll be having the Trading Post, which will be partnering with Redeemer Church. In August, we will have the Walkathon/Community Picnics. October, we will be having the Trunk or Treat, which will be partnering with the Redeemer Church. and a few other things. Also, Forgotten Harvest will be at the Discovery Creative Pathway School this Thursday, where they will be distributing food. And also Gleaners will be at the Harper Woods High School on February 18th, and you can line up at 8:30. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to add, we encourage all residents to attend the Harper Woods school board meeting, and we're going to have one tomorrow at 6:30. So please attend. Thank you.
Okay. In regard to dogs,
Speak to the mic, please.
I'm sorry. In regards to the dogs, as I asked last week, what are we to do in the meantime? I was told, or we were told to contact Harper Woods Police or Michigan Humane Society. Michigan Humane Society will contact, well, this is what I was told. Michigan Humane Society is going to contact Detroit Animal Care and Control. They are not going to go out and get the dogs themselves. That's it. That's all they had said, because I called them to ask about this. And so I said, Harper Woods already has a shelter. So what happened was a woman, she had called her, I might have just mentioned this. She had called Harper Woods Police. Her dog was lost. I don't know where she was from. And they said call Humane Society, and they sent her flyers, which I think I just mentioned. Okay, so my whole thing is, what do we do in the meantime? Because if we don't get animal control, and you hear, especially when summer comes, or events, Memorial Day, and these gunshots go off, and firecrackers, we're gonna have dogs coming from all over. All over. They're gonna be hiding underneath the porch. You don't know, you're gonna go in your garage, you're gonna get a dog, a cat, anything. So I'm afraid to go, I'll be afraid to go in my own backyard. Plus I have a dog. So they come all over. That's why I brought up about if they are, even though they come from another place, does not mean it was Harper Woods' responsibility that they came here. It's just that they fled over here out of fear. And we don't know what's going to happen. So we do need GPS. They've done an outstanding job through all the years that I have been here. Okay, thank you for listening to me.
Good evening. My name is Dawn Brown, and I live on Fleetwood Drive. As a fellow community member asked, I would like an update on what your progress is in terms of finding an alternative solution for GPAS. I am personally in support of GPAS. They've been here. Why invent the wheel when we have GPAS? The other thing is that I would encourage you to, any other solution you have, that it not be a kill shelter. As a resident of this city, I will not support any animals going to a kill shelter. Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak? Mr. Cadet?
Nothing about dogs. Just a few comment. The Harper Woods calendar, a number of people on our block did not receive the Harper Woods calendar along with the Grosse Pointe Times as an insert. So we're paying for this, and the same thing happened last year, by the way, too. And so, and the other thing is the streets. The weather has taken quite a toll on Harper Woods streets. Because we haven't really put the funds, we didn't have the funds to, how would you say it, maintain the roads in the past as they should have been maintained. But so I'm just wondering what we can do about some of these roads are getting very seriously deteriorated with the freezing and thawing cycles that are going on. And so I don't know if we have any available funds to replace sections of concrete need to be replaced in a number of roads. And so the Public Works Department's done a very good job of patching it up with the asphalt, but then that doesn't stay very long and it crumbles and then the pothole is back. So I don't know if we can find any available funds. I think the condition of the roads is getting to the point now where it's getting pretty serious, cracks, potholes, and I remember in the past we used to have such excellent streets, and Harper Woods is kind of nice because we have concrete streets instead of asphalt paved streets, which is, I think, makes the community look nicer. You have a concrete street rather than an asphalt paved street. I think it makes streets look a little upscale. So I just wonder if we could find some, funds to do it. We need more than just crack ceiling. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Kristen Olin Sullivan, Country Club Drive. I was wondering if we could get a progress report this evening of what has been done and what's being done about the animal control situation. This is the third time you've been asked tonight. Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else?
Can I ask one more question?
No, one time only.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know.
If you have a question afterwards, you can come and speak to someone. Director?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have any progress we want to share?
We have had some preliminary discussions with the neighboring community, but as of right now, that's still on hold.
Okay, all right.
Hopefully that satisfies, we're working on it.
Okay.
I can say that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Call the oil council. I'll be so glad when I get home today. It's been a rough week. All right. No, we started down there last time. This time, it would have been Cheryl first, but she's not here.
Okay, so I guess it's me first.
It's you first.
Okay. Well, just be quick. First of all, I want to wish all of you happy Valentine's Day. We won't see you again until
Yes,
after
we
Valentine's
thank you very
Day.
much for your candy.
When I get you the bigger one, because you're the mayor. And also,
all right. Thank
also
you very much.
The mayor and I and Irma attended the Chambers breakfast the other day, which was very nice. It's the annual breakfast they have every year over in the War Memorial. And as you know, Groundhog Day, he saw his shadow, so we're gonna have 6 more weeks of cold weather. And that's all I have for today.
Ma'am, excuse me. Yeah.
That's
okay.
The Greyhound saw his shadow, so it's gonna be 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay. Thank you for the weather report.
Really, the only thing I have to say is to encourage the Beautification Commission to recognize Mitzi Giles, Beautification Commission member. Past very active Beautification Commission members who have passed in our community have been recognized with their name on a bronze plaque attached to the rock outside of the library. And it seems that she would be a fitting, it would be a fitting display of our honor to her.
Right.
But that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
I have nothing this evening.
Okay.
I don't have anything this evening either.
Well, good evening, everyone. Just a couple of things. This is February, so it's Black History Month. There's a lot of events going on, as the school board said, that there's a lot of events at the school that's happening for Black History Month. So if you get an opportunity and able to attend, please attend. Also, there's other events like
We have a meeting on the 19th.
Richard Wright.
Correct.
I need to say that.
They have something going on also. So if you get a chance, attend some of the events for Black History Month. Black history is still extremely important. And the other thing is, the mayor probably mentioned it, but the city did do a very lovely proclamation for Mitzi Giles. So it's a very lovely proclamation that the city did in honor of her. And that's it.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to make sure everyone understands that in government, progress is slow. And we are working as fast as we can to resolve the GPAS dilemma. And as soon as we're able to, we will let everyone know what our decisions and what progress we will be making. We'll let you know by the city website. Other than that, I want to let everyone know there will not be a February 19th meeting. We will have, the next meeting will be March 3rd. So we have commitments from, anyway, we're unable to do the February 19th meeting, so we will have, the next meeting will be March 3rd, and we should definitely be able to give you definite answers. If we're not before that time, we will have it on our website, on the city website. And with that,
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make the motion for adjournment.
Support.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries, and we are now adjourned.